sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Yeah, you all already remember that I reported something about Claudine Gay, how she got dismissed, like how she resigned. And you all already know that the person that made her resign is also a billionaire who also worked in the same space with her. And also the same person that is accusing her of plagiarism, also the wife did exactly the same thing, and the wife is also a palm-colored person, right? And now people are pointing out that your wife did the same thing, and what he got to say is that there is nothing as beautiful as somebody recognizing that she did something and then apologize. So it is okay for a palm-colored person to do something and get away with it. I mean, the same, okay, let's say the same thing, you know, palm-colored woman and a black person, and then a black person is supposed to go, then why a palm-colored person remains, right? And I am saying this, you all know Rufus is like, his white supremacy is just on another level, and he is a racist, right? And he was also the one that put panic on CRT. It is just so obvious how his misogyny is all over. And what he did is blatantly racist. And there is nothing anybody will tell me. And because they think he thinks he is a billionaire and he is all covered up, including his own wife. You know what? Let's get into this video.
This is billionaire and hedge fund manager Bill Ackman. He worked alongside this racist and white supremacist Christopher Rufo to force Claudine Gay to resign the presidency over at Harvard University. A couple of days ago, I uploaded videos giving full explanation and detail into how Christopher Rufo went about getting this done. I also explained in those videos how them getting rid of Claudine Gay goes deeper. It is an all-out assault attack on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And she was the start of them getting rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion all across the United States. The reasons used by Bill Ackman and Christopher Rufo to get rid of Claudine Gay was plagiarism. Plagiarism and anti-Semitism. They claimed that Claudine Gay plagiarized a lot of her work. Therefore, she doesn't deserve to be president of Harvard. The rumor is that Harvard did do a full investigation and found no impropriety by Claudine Gay. But this white man and the other white man continued to rile up violent racists who harassed and stalked and bullied Claudine Gay until she resigned. I didn't expect this to happen this quickly, but y'all know what I always say. One thing about those tables, they always turn. This beautiful woman, her name is Neri Oxum. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Neri is married to Bill Ackman, the billionaire hedge fund manager. The billionaire hedge fund manager that tirelessly worked to harass, stalk, and bully Claudine Gay until she resigned the presidency at Harvard University using the reason plagiarism. Well, it has been found that his beautiful wife, who is known as a celebrity academic out there in the celebrity world, I guess. I've never heard of a celebrity academic, but she has been found to have plagiarized her dissertation. Business Insider did an investigative report into Bill Ackman's wife, Neri Oxum, and found that her dissertation is marred by plagiarism. Business Insider did a follow-up report stating that she has admitted to it and she has apologized for it. And what does Bill Ackman have to say in regards to all of this? Is he relentlessly calling for his wife to resign because she holds some position over at MIT? Is he calling for his wife to resign? Absolutely not. Because you know what they say. The rules are for thee. Thee being black people, not for me. Me being rich, white supremacist, racist, white people. This is what he tweeted in response to his wife being outed for plagiarism. You know that you struck a chord when they go after your wife. In this case, my love and partner in life, at Neri Oxman. I am one of the most fortunate people in the universe, in large part because of Neri. Please see her post below about today's Business Insider piece about her dissertation. Part of what makes her human is that she makes mistakes, owns them, and apologizes when it's appropriate. So, as long as you're a white woman married to a white supremacist who is a billionaire, it's okay. Long as you own the mistake and apologize for it, plagiarism is okay. But if you're a black woman who do not hold the same ideals of racist white men in this country, and you are a protector of free speech, yeah, plagiarism is the noose that they put around your neck to hang you with. Yes, of course, Neri had a response to Business Insider's article exposing her for being a plagiarist. Here's what she tweeted. I was forwarded an email this morning from a reporter at Business Insider who noted that there are 4 paragraphs in my 330-page PhD dissertation, Material-Based Design Computation, which I completed at MIT in 2010. So right away, she's trying to diminish the seriousness that her husband made of plagiarism. She's trying to diminish it because now it's being yielded or wielded towards her. She goes on to say, I omitted quotation marks for certain work that I used. For each of the 4 paragraphs in question, I properly credited the original source's authors with references at the end of each of the subject paragraphs and in the detailed bibliography end pages of the dissertation. It's cut off at the top, but this is what she says. In these 4 paragraphs, however, I not place the subject language in quotation marks, which would be the proper approach for crediting the work. I regret and apologize for these errors. Then she goes on for several pages to pretty much rewrite where she made the errors so people can understand the errors that she made. In the end, still viewed as plagiarism. Now, all of those trolls that supported Bill Ackman and Christopher Rufo in publicly lynching Claudine Gay over the same situation, do you think they're lynching Neri Oxman and calling for her resignation? Oh, absolutely not. This is the response that Neri and Bill Ackman get in regards to Neri being outed as a plagiarist. This black man responded to Neri's response by saying, very professional response, above and beyond, really. Another black man under Neri's response says, Business Insider's reporters should be ashamed of themselves. Less than a day to respond. And all of the examples involved, including citations in the correct paragraph. If this had been all that Claudine Gay had done, she would still have a job. I respect you and your wife even more now. He responded to Bill Ackman. Miss Oxman, you just gave a lesson in how to gracefully handle questions about giving proper credit in academic writing. You addressed the questions directly and factually. You took personal responsibility. You didn't ignore, evade, or blame anyone else. Bravo. Typical hit piece journalism. To research, you but set an impossible immediate deadline for you to present your side. Thank you, Neri, for all the amazing science, art, and engineering work you've pioneered and developed at MIT and beyond. Man, this is ridiculous. Quote, she cited the author, but, end quote. I can't believe Business Insider published this. It's so transparently petty and politically motivated. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an example in real time in how black women are not afforded the same grace to make mistakes as white women. And it's also being reported that Neri accepted donation money, $125,000 from Jeffrey Epstein.
So this is all I got from this video, and I am really in shock. I don't know if I am in shock. Yes, I am, because I was really in for Claudine Gay so much, so much from the onset that she was accused of anti-Semitic, and knowing that the first black woman to be Harvard. I was really very happy, And just before we know what it's going on, again they said she resigned, plagiarism and all that. You all know that they will absolutely, use that to tell us that that was why she resigned and all that. But then I am asking, why is it that black women are being bullied every time, all the time? And why is it that they keep doing this, and when you look at it, you know that it is just them being blatantly racist towards black women, black people in general. And the misogyny also are part of the problem. And if you do not see this as part of the problem, then you are also one of the problems. This young man, this Rufus, is also anti-black. And also he was the one that started this critical race theory, problems and panic and all that. So looking at him, it is okay for a black woman to make mistake and resign, but it is okay for a punk-colored woman to also make the same mistake and she still withhold her position and every other thing. The whole thing is just really crazy. And the fact that black people are always on the receiving end is something that I really do not understand. And for those black men or black people who also, supporting Rufus and the wife and all that, I know you all are coon. Because if you are not a coon, there is no how you would want to stand with a punk-colored person when you see, it's obvious that they are doing something horrible to your own community. You would rather stand, you are a sellout, because you would rather stand with them rather than standing with your own community. I see how silly you all are. And I keep saying this. It's just really sad. Really, he is pointing, Rufus, or what is his name, is pointing a finger at a black woman, and the rest of the other fingers were also pointed at him because his own wife. He went further to say that there is nothing wrong with somebody noticing that he made a mistake and trying to correct it and apologizing. Are you being real right now? Are you real? I am really sick, really. I am so sick of waking up White supremacy is just a thing. And yeah, he's a billionaire, you know? He has all the money to cover himself up. He has all the money to do what he has to do, and the rest of it, it is burning the whole like, I don't know, but I don't know, man. The whole thing is really very sad. Looking at the way she resigned and every other thing surrounding it. And this is something, I don't know, but I know how anti-black that man is, and I know how anti-black Harvard is, because from my findings, Harvard owned so many slaves, you know, and this proved like, you know, nothing has changed. Racism is still very much alive and growing. And the earlier we accept it, and some other parties, the earlier they accept it and acknowledge that it is still happening, the better for them, because most of them are always easy to tell, or like they are very quick to tell you that stop talking about it. When you stop talking about it, it is going to go away. And when you know, it's because you all keep talking about it, and it's been long ago. It is not. It is all alive and growing, and it's all right. They really continue to prove that every accusation is a confession on their part. Everyone. It's all right. I don't know. I am sad. I am really very sad. But then, I don't know why I keep saying, it's okay. It's okay. This is all I got to say. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.